Salem, and this is Pink Dragon Queen, a randomized YouTube channel where I just do a bunch of random stuff. Mostly cooking lately, because I've been bored and have nothing better to do with my life. So what we're doing today is we're going to be making mac and cheese as a little side, and drumsticks for our little main whatever the hell. What we're going to be needing here is a pan, just like this, super easy, super small. I'm not cooking for many today, just myself. Always be careful with these types of pans because of the metal right here. Sometimes the pan heats up too quickly and it will burn you, which is not fun. So give me a minute and I will get everything set up and ready to go, and you can see my little process. Now, in order to make the drumsticks, you will need a pan about this big if you're only cooking for yourself, so they can space out evenly and so they won't stick together. And for your mac and cheese, you are definitely going to be needing some noodles. I know some people prefer Kraft mac and cheese, where it always comes with the cheese package and, you know, instructions and labels, but I've decided to make things harder for myself. So what we have here is some type of pasta, and it's a little circly bit that kind of looks like elbow macaroni, but it is not. It's just cylinder macaroni. And right here we have some Velveeta cheese. I don't know the big hype with this, but apparently it's really good for mac and cheese. So what we're going to do here is we're definitely going to need to read the instructions, because otherwise I will burn something. Okay, large pot, 4/4 of salted water. Okay, so I have to salt the water. And we're going to need to cook it for 9 to 11 minutes. I'm going to set the timer up on my phone, and I'm going to get the water ready. I will be right back with you any second now. Okie dokie. So, we have the water going. It looks nice, I think. I have no clue how much 1/4 is, and I cannot just eyeball it. So, I just filled about 1/4 of the pan. Don't just full on handle your food. If you do not wash your hands before you start cooking, just sprinkle the stuff in there very gently. You know, don't make a mess of it. I have to use a plastic spoon because I forgot to wash the dishes. And we do not currently have silverware. But it's all good, because as long as the plastic spoon doesn't melt. So, anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to let that sit and boil. I cannot eyeball things for shit, so I just have it directly below, off right here. So about halfway. I'm not sure how much that is. That is just about enough to cook pasta though. So we're just going with our gut here. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. I am a silly goose. I do have the sniffles because it is a particularly hot day and I do not have socks on for summer. So, we are not doing the best here. Anyways, oh geez. So right here we have our drumsticks. They look really nice. I defrosted them. They're a bit bloody, and that's okay. They're supposed to have blood. They came from an animal. If they do not, then I would probably think I accidentally picked up the veggie meat instead, and that would make me upset. I do not like veggie meat. So what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to get a little bit of butter for your pan, which thankfully my mother has so kindly provided for us and put out for us, so it works out really well. And we are going to take our knife, we're going to put the pan aside first, so we can slice the butter. Always be gentle, because if you're too aggressive with the butter, then there is a small possibility you could cut your finger off. And that does not sound like fun. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take our little bit of chunk, and I'm going to gently rub it on the bottom of the pan. So that way, we don't have to worry about the drumsticks getting stuck to it, and it is going to be just the exact right amount for this type of thing. Just give me a minute, because I will want to wash my hands after this, and I will not have the happiness to put on a smile before I pause the video. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have our hands all washed and that all done and ready, what we're gonna do here is, oh wow, all of the gross bits are already starting to come up to the top of the pan. You can't see it, but it is steaming up a little, and it smells amazing. I won't even lie. It smells amazing for being some random pasta we picked up at the store for this video. What you're gonna want to do first, for any time you cook meat, it has to be seasoned. Like, I don't know what I would do or how I would get past eating meat that is not seasoned. That would freak me out, and I would not be able to finish it. So, if I can find my seasoning here, where did that little sucker go? Hold on. I found my seasoning. It was hiding in the way back. I use Montreal steak rub for like everything because it has the perfect mix of spice, and it's just perfect. So I love it. I have salt seasoning right here. I don't use it often. I have salt right there, and I should have paprika somewhere. Here it is. So this should be alright. Always taste your seasonings before you put them on your food, just to make sure that it'll go well with your food, because otherwise it's going to taste weird, and then you won't want to eat it, and then what's the point of making food if you don't want to eat it? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to put on the steak rub, and then we are going to search the package for instructions on how long to put the meat in. Okay, so we have the steak rub on. We have all the other spices on. Now we are just going to preheat this to 350 because I could not find the instructions for it. What is that? Oh, it's my phone. It's not the alarm though. That sucks. Although it is just random Google alerts. I get those a lot. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna text a few people back, and then we'll get right back to the video. It was just my school friends wondering why I wasn't at school today. I've been sick the past few days. And I'm finally feeling better, and I finally feel not sick, so that's why we're doing this video. I need an oven mitt thing. Where did I put it? Oh. Sorry, I had to sneeze real quick. Let me just wipe my hands and wash them really quick. Okay, we are all good. Everything's fine. I just need to put that away. A fork fell. Okay, so I found a clean spoon. And now we're going to use that to stir up the pasta. We don't want it like hardening too much and, you know, just kind of staying there. You cannot see this whatsoever. You want to be real gentle with it. Otherwise, it will F up and it will burn to the pan. It is possible to burn water. I would know. I've heard many tales of my father literally burning water. So, I try my best not to do that. And just make sure you stir it a lot. And this, oh geez, this little goober got out, and now we can't use it because it fell on the floor. Let's put that in the sink until we can throw it away.
Can you pause really quick?
So, I'll be right back. So as you can hear, that is our timer, and I'm not really sure if the pasta's ready yet. So let's just take a little piece out, okay? And we're gonna give it some time. I think it needs a little longer because it's really crunchy, and that is not tasty whatsoever. So we are going to redo that real quick. Give it 11 more minutes. If it's cooked before then or by then we should be Gucci. Now let's check if the oven is preheated. Now with ovens like this, sorry about that, you want the inside to be this reddish color and have heat just fucking pounding your face, because that usually means it's preheated. So let's take our chicken here. I know it looks like a mess, but I promise it's really tasty. Just shove it in there gently. Don't burn yourself, don't hurt yourself. If you happen to, it's okay, accidents happen, but make sure you get it treated. I need a cup of water, so I will be right back. Give me like a minute. I am back, and I'm no longer parched. I feel very good, actually. I'm going to stir this. I need a longer stirring spoon. Let me just grab that real quick. Just gotta scrub it, and we should be a-okay.
Are you just going to let your phone ring all day? Answer it!
Just my phone again, don't worry, folks. Okay, now that we have our longer stirring spoon, and things should be okie dokie. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this. Okay. So that right there is pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and drain it now. We're gonna bring it down to a lower heat level, and we're gonna get a strainer out. And we are going to gently strain the pasta. And by gently, I mean not too fast, not too slow, just a nice steady pour into the strainer. Now sometimes some of the pasta will stick to the bottom of the pan, but that's okay. That's normal. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to put a little bit of milk in.
You don't need it with cheese.
Just a little bit, you know, to cover the bottom. Easy as pie. And then we're going to put the cheese in. And then we are going to pour the pasta in. Or, you know, if you don't like that specific kind of pasta, then you can just pour in whatever, you know, like maybe some more water, maybe some butter. Oh, it's actually not too shabby. So you're going to want to pour a little bit of the cheese in. You know, bring that back to like a medium level of heat and stir it just a little. Now this time you're going to want to go back to using a spoon. Because it's going to be like a little sauce. A weird looking sauce, but a sauce, nonetheless. You're going to want to put this in a safe place. I put it in front of my microwave. And now we're going to pour the pasta in. I got that all over myself. That's just great. I will be right back. I'm just going to take the pasta that landed on the stove and put it into the pan. Alright, so now that we have the rest of the pasta in here, we're going to start stirring it up very gently. You know, be nice to it. And don't forget to put the rest of the cheese in once you're done. So we're just going to pour all that, squeeze all of that nice cheese in there. Get it nice and cheesy, you know, thick type of cheesy. Not liquidy, not soupy, just, you know, nice and thick. I actually can't get enough of this cheese. It's pretty good. So, you're going to want to start stirring it. And it should turn out really nicely. But don't always expect it to, because the things you least expect happen the most. And that's something I kind of live by. You know, when you least expect it, it's going to happen the most. And that's okay, because life has very unexpected but wonderful things going on. Now, I'm going to check the chicken, and I'm going to clean off a plate maybe, just so I have it prepared first. I will be right back. Okay, now that it's done, and I've accidentally launched a noodle out of the pan, we're going to let it sit up there on that burner right there. And I've got a plate right here. It's still a little messy. I didn't really scrub it hard enough, because that is my own doing. And I'm forgetful, like, all the time. But I think the chicken is doing really well. It's getting that nice brown simmer on it, but we're going to have to leave it for maybe half an hour or so, and then we should be fine. So I will be right back in 30 minutes. Okay, so when I said 30 minutes, I lied. What we're going to do is we are going to open up the oven and take the chicken out, you know, just a little second, and then we're going to flip it. So that way it has this nice, even, you know, crusting on it. And so one side of it particularly does not burn, because that does not sound lovely whatsoever. Now we're just going to put it back in and let it go in there for about 20 minutes. And I will be right back to check on it. So, this is your reminder to check your chicken every...
Phone ring all day. Answer it.
Anyways, this is your reminder to check your chicken every 5 or 10 minutes. I just checked mine, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. You know, just a little reminder, always check your chicken every 5 minutes to make sure that it's cooking and not exploding, because that would not be good. I will be right back. Now, since we're making chicken and mac and cheese, when your mac and cheese is cooled off, remember to taste test it, just in case. So, here's a little piece of macaroni. Check if it's cooled down. It is just a little. That is really, really good. I might have put a little too much salt in there, but that is okay. Accidents happen, and I've learned my lesson for the next time, and maybe you will too. So, I'm going to leave you there for like 11, 10 more minutes before we think the chicken is fully cooked. We will be cutting it open to check it. Anyways, I will be right back with you. So, I just got a timer that said it might be done. So, let's check on that, why don't we? Ooh. Oh, Jesus, that hit me like a car to a deer. Alrighty, let's crack these babies open and find out if they are cooked well enough, huh? Let's try this one, since this one already seems to be popping open a little bit. Now, it's cutting through really easily, which I would take as a good sign. So, oh, but this side's being a little rough. We're just going to tear this baby open, shred it a little bit, mostly because we want to make sure if it's cooked, because if this one's cooked, then they're all cooked. That one has a bit of a mismatched spot. So we're going to put it in for like 10 more minutes, and we're going to have them flipped, so that way they can cook on the other side as well, more evenly this time. Now, I'm just going to let you watch the process of doing that, but real quick, I need to wash my hands and use the restroom because that butter has not come off. So, in about 5 minutes or so, we are going to be using this. This is a meat thermometer. You stick it into the meat, and you press on it, and however long you're supposed to have it in there for, you'll have it in there for. Like, maybe a minute or two. I'm not totally certain, but you do need to have it in there until it stops and beeps, I think, to make sure that the meat is the perfect temperature. Now, luckily for me, my mother looked online and read what chicken is supposed to be cooked at, and it's supposed to be 170 degrees Fahrenheit. So, once our meat is done in 5 minutes, we will be checking that. Okie dokie. So, it has not been 5 minutes. It actually will be the end of the timer in like a minute 30 seconds. So we're just gonna take it out. We're just gonna take it out now and see how it went. Now I put it to Fahrenheit because I'm American and I cannot at all read any other system. But, you know, freedom units. So, we're just going to check it right here. And make sure they're all cooked to around 170 degrees, or exactly 170 degrees. As you can see, it's supposed to go up, and it is doing really well. This one right here is cooked at, above. Probably gonna make it into the 90s. So that is a really good thing. Let's check this one. This one right here is, hold on. Transfer this into freedom units. I'm gonna wait for it to get below 170. Then we're gonna stick it right back in, and hopefully it gives me a good reading. We're gonna turn off the oven because we don't want to burn ourselves. And once again, it went way above. Sorry, I had hiccups. Way above 170. So that, I believe, is a good thing. So once again, we're going to wait a little bitty second, and then we're going to stuff that thermometer in there. very slowly going up. Okay. There we go. I found the right part to throw it in. $152. It's going up very slowly. My apologies. Just give it a little second. Let it kindly rest right there. Oh, nope, it fell onto the pan. Let's not do that. And 70. Okay then. So, now that our chicken is done, we're going to plate it. I've already plated the mac and cheese. It looks really nice. It's kind of satisfying. I'm going to put more on there because I am very hungry. Don't forget to clean your meat thermometer. I almost forgot what the word was right there. Now, I just want 2 drumsticks, you know, some nice ones. And I'm leaving the 3rd there in case I'm still hungry once I'm done with my food. And it's still very hot. So, I'm going to let it cool. And then we're going to try it on camera because why make food if you're not going to prove that it's good? So, I'll be right back when it cools. Okay, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna try eating this now. That is really, really good. And now I'm going to get my fork, my really messed up fork, because I made spaghetti with it the other day. I'm gonna take a piece of chicken from this one right here, because they're quite literally the same. And this one's just cooked. Oh. Here's the meal, plated, looking all nice and kind and cool. And, just gonna dive in. That is great. That is just great. And I am in love. Very much in love. So, that was it for today. I love you all. You are all the sweetest little jesters. I hope you have a great day and make many people laugh. Or night, and, you know, you make yourself laugh. I'm gonna go eat the rest of my food. And I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day, night, or afternoon. Love you, my little jesters. Bye-bye.